Yes.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
You good?
Nice hair.
No, I'm not sure. Can't
You
wait
know
for it to
what? It
grow.
grows really fast because you only just cut it a couple of days ago and it's already growing.
Yeah, it is growing fast, to be fair. I can't wait for it to grow a bit more so I can do a little fade up the side.
Can you do that from home? Just the fade up the side?
Well, I think Michelle's going to give it a go. We'll have to go on YouTube tutorials or something.
Amazing. How are you? You look well. You're keeping busy. You're doing workouts every day. Oh.
Yeah, doing workouts every day. I do the radio show every night, don't I? So I've got that, and then I do it Sundays as well. So tomorrow, 12 till 4, I'll be on Heart.
Oh, you're doing it on Saturdays and Sundays as well now. I mean, Sundays as well.
Yeah, so Sunday to Thursday I do it. Sunday afternoon, 12 till 4, and then Monday to Thursday I do 7 till 10.
So you've still got like a really busy schedule then.
Yeah, but I'm doing the radio show from home at the moment, obviously, with everything that's going on. So I've got a nice little setup and I'm plugged into the internet. It's nice and fast. We're having no problems so far, touch wood, so it's all good. And we've got
No, and I saw that you had Tom Walker the other day. I love him. He's incredible.
Yeah, I know. I saw your Instagram. And also we've got Craig David this Tuesday.
Do you? Oh my God, tunes. He's going to have some amazing. Is he going to sing live as well? Same thing.
Yeah, yep. So Craig David's going to be singing live on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on Heart. It's going to be brilliant.
Amazing.
Really good. Can't wait to see that.
And what have you and Michelle been getting up to at home during the day? Are you kind of like not really seeing each other in the house?
No, I do my gym workout in the day. I do a bit of work. I'm working on a couple of projects at the moment, and we just float past each other and kind of we're together. We're in and out. She's got her work, I've got my work. We're just getting on with things. I'm actually finding it okay. Janette. It's frustrating, and I can't wait to get back out. Don't get me wrong, but just abiding by the rules and sticking to it, and I'm not finding it too bad. I think there'll be things about this period that I miss, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, I think you're really busy. Like, we're both really busy people, and I don't think we ever get this kind of time at home, not for this long.
That's exactly it. I'm always like, whenever I'm away, I always, if I'm having a quiet period, I'm like, I miss being busy because I'm a really kind of driven person who likes to be really busy. Yeah. But then when I am really busy, I do moan that I'm not getting enough home life. So yeah, I will definitely always remember, because I know once this, finishes, touch wood, we're all out of it soon. I know that it's going to go back to busy, and I will miss moments like this, just film nights every night, Netflix, and stuff like this.
What are you watching on Netflix at the moment?
We just finished that Tiger King.
Oh, did you like it?
Do you know what? Right. It's good, but like if I watched it and I didn't hear about the buzz, I'd be like, oh, that was quite good. But the buzz that it's getting, I honestly don't think it's worth.
You know what it is? It's because it's so bizarre. He's such a bizarre human being, and that whole situation, you can't believe it's real. I feel like I can't believe that person actually exists and that this whole situation actually happened. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel, to be fair. Like, it does keep you hooked because of that. But then at the end, like, I was expecting to see, like, some murders and some police hunt on someone that's killed someone. But it was just a bit like dragging for kind of nothing, really.
Yeah. So, Mark, look, I wanted to talk with you because I know you. I've known you for a little while, but there's so much about you that I don't know. And I did a bit of research just to tap in and see what Marky Mark's gotten up to in his life. And I'm like, the list of things that you've done just goes and goes and goes on. I was, wow. I mean, for starters, football. Let's start with football. Did you play football as a kid growing up always?
Yeah, so to me, football was and is life. Like, I love it. I love playing it so much. Whenever I play it, like, I could play for hours and hours at a time and love it. But so I played from, apparently my first word was ball. All I wanted to do was kick a ball when I was a baby. And then I think the first time it got serious, I was 7 years of age, and I got scouted for West Ham, which is the team I support. And I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was in McDonald's with my nan, my granddad, my mum and my dad, and my brothers and sisters. And my dad got a call to say that I'd been scouted for West Ham and they'd been watching me in my Sunday league team. So I started there, and then a couple of years later, I got poached by Arsenal.
Yeah, and Tottenham. Yeah, I saw that. So did you play for long in all of them, or were they quick stints with each one?
So West Ham was quite quick because then Arsenal poached me, and they were obviously the bigger club. So I went there, which, you know, I went against my heart because West Ham's the team I support. And then about 13, I went to Charlton Athletic because there was like a kind of, I can't really say too much, but there was a bit of a deal that went on that allowed me to, which was just a good thing for me to play for them. So I played for them. And then at 16, I had a choice to turn pro and, you know, YTS, which means you leave school and you go and play for that club full time. And the choice was Charlton or Tottenham, because Tottenham came in for me. And my mum and dad lived like a 2-minute drive from Tottenham's training ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, plus Tottenham's a massive club.
It is amazing. My cousin back in Miami runs the Tottenham Hotspurs fan club.
Oh, really?
Miami. He runs it.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's a massive fan. Him and I actually get into debates all the time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So then I went to Spurs, and they were like, I used to ride my bike to training every day because I was 16. I didn't drive by then. And loved it. You know, I was on fire. I was the captain of the club, the youth team. Scored in the semi-final, the quarterfinal, and the semi-final of the playoffs. And that summer, the first team manager watched the game. And this is kind of, I don't talk about this that much, but this is kind of where my football career completely did that. And it was all my own fault. So basically, I was on fire, playing really well. I was playing for the reserves. So I was in the reserves with Jamie Redknapp, Darren Lambert, and like big players, week in, week out. And at the end of the game, when I scored in the semi-final of the youth team playoffs, he said to me, right, look, we've got Tarico in the first team. By the way, he's like a big star, Argentinian star. He's the left back, and there's one person above you. We're going to release them. I'm not going to say the name, and you're next in line. So go away, keep yourself fit, relax this summer, come back next year, be ready.
Yeah.
So I was like 17.
So they gave you a really big warning, like, we're going to take you in.
Yeah, like big time. And I was like training with the first team at this point. So it was like all guns blazing. I was about to be kind of, you know, the next left back for Tottenham Hotspur. And then what happened was, and this is going to sound so cliche and so just an excuse, if you like, but it's genuinely not. So that summer, the summer before, in off season, I got myself in tip-top shape to go back to pre-season to be fit. Yeah. Where I had such a good season and I was sort of running away with it and thinking, oh, life's going to be great. I'm going to be a Premiership football player. Then he said that. I went away that summer and said, you know what? I'm not going to train. I'm going to go away for a month to see my cousin who lives in Spain. I'm going to go out. I've never drunk alcohol before. Go to Spain. I drank alcohol every night, like a clubbing holiday for a month. Ate food like bad every day. I went back to training. And in Spain,
it's the best.
Exactly. Tapas. So I went back to training in the summer. And I was seriously overweight. Like I was a stone and a half out of shape. And my coach was like, what the fuck have you done? Like, you need to come into training an hour early every day to work this off. Did that. And where I was heavy, it gave me shin splints, a 3-month injury. I was out. And then our contract renewals are in January. And I just couldn't get myself back in shape. I was injured. And then they said to me, look, we're going to release the guys we're going to release. We're going to give the people pro contracts who we think are worthy. But you, because we know you're worthy, we're going to hold you on this random thing we've never done before and keep you, but we're not going to release you. So I had like a month to prove myself and I just couldn't get it back. And then I got released. I went to Southend in League One. My heart just went for football. I didn't like it anymore. The seriousness got to me. I dropped down from the Premier League. I was spoiled. You know, was in the England youth team squad. And I just kind of lost it all quite quickly when really I should have gone Southend, right, now work myself back up. And that's the mentality I've got. But I didn't, and I just kind of dropped down and down and down.
But is that, do you kind of say that that's being because you were young?
Yeah, and I was speaking about this to my brother the other day. He's a professional footballer still now. And he went through a period of that when he was like 19, 20, a party boy and whatever. And then because it started to ruin his career a little bit, he swapped that and went completely the opposite, dedicated.
Didn't drink, didn't party.
Nothing, like running outside of training. And then that's how he worked his way and carried on with a big football career. But myself was just, you know, I just couldn't pull it back.
Yeah. But you know what? You still did. I mean, I know football maybe didn't happen the way you expected it to happen, but you've still done, I mean, so well for yourself, looking down at everything. You do still kind of pay for charity, don't you? You do a big charity
Yeah, I play in Soccer Aid every year, which is the best thing ever. That's the best thing about this whole job that I've had, and because it's football, and I love it. And I'm playing in a professional ground with a full stadium with professional players. So kind of living out the dream that I lost, you know. But a big question on that note: so many people say to me, like people in the game who I used to play with, who are now playing in the Premier League, who say, "What the fuck did you do?" Because I had all the ability to go to the top, and they say to me, "Would you swap what you have now and go back and change what you did?"
I don't know. I don't know. What would you answer to that? I know what I would answer to that.
If I'm going to continue to be a radio host and a TV host and be have the career I'm having now for another 20 years, 30 years, however long it may continue, touch wood, then I would prefer this career.
Would you?
Yeah, because A, it will go on longer. B, in my 20s and 30s, I got to live a life like I could just go to Vegas for a stag do and not have to worry about training. But if I was a footballer, I watch my brother. He misses out on so much because he's so dedicated, and you have to commit your whole life to that. And I think that's where I went wrong. My heart was more in living my life and living.
But there's nothing wrong with that, Mark. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing to say that you wanted to live your life. You know, people have different kinds of passions. You obviously have a passion for music.
Yeah, no, massively. You know, I DJ and obviously.
And so it's not like you've taken that passion that you had for music and going out and partying and not actually done something for yourself with that. You're an amazing radio DJ. You've hosted so many TV shows about party life and going here and traveling there. I mean, what was it, a Party Wright around the world that you did?
Yeah.
So ultimately, in a lot of ways, your calling to music and your calling for this excitement of the nightlife wasn't just a stint that you had as a young, 20-year-old. It's kind of led into your whole life. And so
100%.
That you obviously love and are passionate about.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good point. I've never, ever thought of that, actually. The fact that I kind of ruined my career and my dream from partying. And then I went into, well, to be fair, that makes sense because when I left football, towards the end of my semi-pro career, when I was part-time, I started being a nightclub promoter. And then I bought my own bar when I was successful enough.
There you go. You see?
So I kind of...
your own bar at that age.
Yeah. And then to be fair, partying and promoting and owning a bar is what led me into the first TV show that I did. That's why I got that show. So, yeah, if you like, what I liked to do was party, and it kind of made my life, you know?
I know. And I need to ask, so what was the first moment? Was that Towie? Was that your first kind of TV thing?
Yeah, that was the first thing I did, yeah.
And how you were only in it for a year, weren't you? I saw.
Yeah, like 11 months, I think it was, in all. Yeah.
Yeah, but you came back and did a few cameos, did a Christmas special, and then you came back another 2 times after that as well.
Yeah, I did little cameos, and I appeared at my sister's singing gig in the background, and kind of I did a few cameos after that.
How is your sister?
She's great. She's
I
she's
saw
amazing.
she's on TikTok now.
Yeah, she's loving TikTok at the moment, right?
Yeah, she's amazing. Please send her my love. I wrote down so many questions. So I'm a celebrity. We talked about this a little bit when we partnered together, but how did that come about? What made you think you were going to love doing something like that and eating all those crazy things and doing all that?
So
how did that come in the picture?
Without sounding cliche again, when I left Towie, I was like, right, I need to do something that shows the real me, because Towie, it betrayed me in a light that wasn't actually me. And, there was bits I had to create drama. I helped create a lot of the stuff in Towie and produce it. So I had to create episodes by being a bit of a donut. So going into the jungle allowed me to show the real me. And I always said, when I leave Towie, I'm going to leave for the jungle. Plus, the jungle was my favorite show I had ever watched. I was obsessed with it. I watched it every year.
I like watching it, but
yeah, no, you say that though, but honestly, it's a life-changing experience. And again,
I remember you talked to me a little bit about it, but I want to go more into detail about it, how it came about. Did they approach you and you said yes straight away because you knew you wanted to?
No, so they're all right. So this is the weirdest story ever, right? You're going to completely and utterly be baffled. But I'm world superstitious, and they kept asking me to do it, and I was like, oh, but it can be great for your career. It also can be career damaging.
It just depends, doesn't it? On so many factors.
yeah, but I trusted myself. So I know well, I think I'm a good person. So I knew that I would be okay. But we went for this meeting at ITV. This is the truth. I was with two of my agents. It was evening. It was dark. I left the ITV building. We were sat in my car deciding if we're going to take this contract. We had like a day to decide. You're going to laugh at this, right? But this is what happened. And I just said to my agents, I went, I need something to tell me you've got to do it. Like there's got to be, I've just got to have it. I've got to have the option taken out of my hands. Anyway, I looked in front of me, right? As I said those words, stay with me. And there was a fox, right?
A fox?
Yeah, a fox, an animal fox. So I'm looking at my agent and I go, I just need something to tell me that I need to do it to push me over the edge. And as I'm speaking, I'm looking out of my front windscreen, so I was in the driver's seat, and there's a fox. And this fox, right, did something with its head, like he put it down.
Did he nod?
Yes, it was like a nod, right? I just didn't want to say it. And I turned around to my agents and went, did you just see that? And they went, what, the nodding fox? And I said, yeah. And I went, I've got to do it. And then that was it. That was my decision. That's how I decided.
What did your agent say when you said the fox told me I should do it? So
well, I said to them, did you just see that? And they were like, the nodding fox. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, you've got to do it. And that was it.
Oh
done.
my God. How funny is that? So we need to thank the fox.
Yes,
fox.
exactly. Wherever that fox is, come to my garden.
And you stayed all the way to the end. You were runner-up on the show.
Yeah. Got to the final.
What was the hardest part about doing it? I mean, obviously there's no food, the heat, but what was for you one of the hardest things to get through on doing something like I'm a Celebrity?
Hunger is a level you'll never be able to explain. You'll never be able to explain it. It's like they don't show you on the show how hungry these people are. You're starving, right?
Starving. And you only get like rice or something like that, wasn't it? Like
tiny bit of rice, tiny bit of beans, and then if you win a trial, you get some food, but like it could be a crocodile's foot or a kangaroo's towel, and you got to boil it, and it just tastes like crap. So that was hard, but the boredom and how long it seemed to go on.
And you're hyper. You couldn't. What about music? You couldn't even play music, could you?
No, exactly. One night they gave us a treat and they played one song, and it was like, ran through your body. But it was tough. It was boring. It went on for ages. It felt like it was a year, and you just miss your family so much. And that's that's the biggest thing that I took out of it. Like how grateful I was for how much it made me realize what I've got at home, like with my family. I literally, honestly, like all I could think about was how much I love them, what I'm going to do for them when I get out, and it was just amazing.
Would you say they were kind of your like driving force, like thinking of them and missing them loads? You're like, no, I've got to get through this. If not,
yeah, my granddad's a big kind of figure in my life, and he said to me before I went in, he's very competitive. My whole family are. They're all sportsmen. He was a boxer, and he said to me, whatever you do, in a trial, in anything, you quit. You don't quit because it's not. So you don't quit because it's not going to kill you. You eat something, it ain't going to kill you. You do a trial, it's not going to kill you. They won't let that happen. You do not quit.
Really good advice.
Yeah, and about a week in, I was honestly tempted and debating to walk out. I spoke to the producers. I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. But all that was in the back of my head was my granddad. Like, if I quit, he's going to never speak to me again.
That's pretty cool, though, for him to say that to you. Be like, come on, give you that like push.
Yeah.
You can do it. But I love your family because I got to meet most of them. I mean, when you did Strictly with Karen, I met them here and there, and I met Michelle here and there. But when we danced together in the Christmas special, I got to hang out with them after the show. Yeah. I love them. They're like a posse. They're like mates. You guys are so close, aren't you? We are the closest family. Like we're all so supportive of each other, and we love each other. We see each other all the time. So this period, obviously, what we're in right now is really hard. Yeah. We don't get to be together. But yeah, I have a great family. I love them very much. And then after I'm a Celebrity, you ended up doing loads of stuff. Like Take Me Out. Did that come after I'm a Celeb? Take Me Out? Yeah. So I left the jungle. I called my agent. I told her I want to be a TV presenter. That's what the route I wanted to go down. And my agent called me. And when I literally walked out, I called her. I was like, I done it. I got to the end. And she was like, oh my God, you smashed it. It's so good out here. I was like, what's happened? Like, what have I got? Yeah, you don't know. No, exactly. And she just told me I had, you've been given a job called Take Me Out the Gossip, the side show to Take Me Out. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Great show to go in with. That was Susie Lamb who got me that job. Yeah, Susie Lamb, I met. I love her. Yeah. So, yeah, then I went into that. And you did that for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, we did 6 seasons. We had a break for a year.
Sure.
But
I
then
think it was like, it was quite a few seasons you were on there for.
yeah, 6 seasons I did.
Amazing. You know what? That show makes me laugh so much. I think Melvin did the celebrity version of
Yeah, he
it.
did. He did. He did.
It was amazing. And then that, obviously, during Take Me Out, you did like the big elephant in the room, which is how we met, Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah.
How, now tell me about that, because you're someone that loves music and you do obviously like to boogie on the dance floor. So was Strictly something that you were kind of like, yeah, I want to do that?
No, the complete opposite. So I always said, I'm never doing Strictly.
Did you?
Because I can't really dance. I haven't got much rhythm. And I'm
What?
okay. Look, I know you're going to say I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
You're amazing.
No, I'm not that bad to the average, but I'm so competitive. I do things
You
that
are
I'm
very competitive.
yeah. So I do things exactly, and I do things that I'm really good at, and I know that I'm good at. So football, boxing, golf. But when dance is not something I'm used to or good at, I didn't really want to. I didn't. Someone's mentioned the nodding fox there. It made me laugh. So did I have a nodding fox to tell me to do it? No, I didn't. So the way that came, so what happened was that they asked me the year before, and I said no. And then the year later, they asked me again, and my agent was really pushing me. They was like, "Look, you've never done anything with the BBC. You've done Towie, Take Me Out, Jungle, all this stuff on ITV. It's good. You've now done the biggest show on ITV. Why don't you do the biggest show on BBC? You've got both audiences." So that was what was pushing me. And then Karen will tell you this. I was really kind of like didn't want to do it because I thought I'd be really bad. And then one day I just woke up and was like, you know what? If I go out first, who cares? If you're not a good dancer, you're not a good dancer. And somehow I just kept scraping through because I was in a dance off like 3 times. Kept scraping through.
You were really good. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. I think doing the Christmas special with you, because obviously you competed with Karen, and you and Karen beat me to the final, which is fine. I'm forgiving you for that now.
Yeah.
But I think you've got such natural rhythm. And I think maybe that comes from the music and the DJing and stuff like that. The hardest thing to teach someone is rhythm. It's very difficult to teach someone how to count to music. And you could do it really naturally. I know every now and then you would say to me, Janette, wait, is that it? Is that...
Yeah. Because some songs you can't hear the beat.
Yeah, you sometimes, depending on the type of music or style that you're doing.
Well, you've got to remember, I'm used to having like DJing, like with headphones and loudspeakers of house music and hip hop. And then suddenly I'm dancing to a waltz and it's like, where's the beat?
No. Did you have a favorite routine that you did with Karen? You had a few good ones.
Jive, I think it was my favorite.
Oh, Jive, yeah. You like Jive. I really like your Charleston and Blackpool.
Yeah, that was good. So anything fast, I was okay at because I'm quite athletic. But anything that involved like posture and rhythm and beauty, I was shit at.
Yeah. No, you were not shit at it. You were really good in foxtrot. Your American Smoothie in foxtrot was beautiful, actually.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
American Smooth wasn't good. You need to watch that back. It was terrible.
Was it?
Yeah, terrible. That was like second week, I think, my worst dance.
Well, I remember watching your samba and your cha-cha and your salsa, all those dances. And because when we got paired up, originally, remember, we were going to do ballroom. You're like, Janette, please.
Yeah, I'm not doing ballroom. I hate it. Honestly, I would rather not do Strictly if I have to do like the slow stuff. Waltz and foxtrot. I hated it. But I love it.
Honestly, Mark, I know we had that little tiny mistake in our salsa, but that salsa that we did in Christmas special was epic. It was epic. It was so good. Yeah,
no, it was epic. It was Bobby Sains. I just saw that below. Yes, I know your dad. I love your dad. Sorry. The Christmas special was sick. It's just so annoying that I messed up on that.
I know.
Because I didn't mess up once. I didn't mess up once in the rehearsals.
Tiny little one.
I know, man.
But we had fun anyway. It was fun to dance again and come back.
It was great. It was great. And I said, if I'm coming back to have Janette, that is the dream. And then it happened. When they told me, I was like, yes. Yes,
Janette. Actually, they used you to give me some good news, because unfortunately, Will, that I was dancing with in the series, he got his knee injury, so we had to pull out of the competition. And the producers knew that I was a bit gutted about the whole thing, because I really loved Will, and I thought Will's journey and his message and everything about him was so awesome. And the producers called me into the room. I call it the room. It's in the back. And they go, Janette, we're so sorry about Will, but we've got some good news for you. And I said, okay. And they're like, we'd love to have you in the Christmas special. And I was like, yes, I love doing the Christmas special. And they go, and you're going to be dancing with Mark Wright. And I went, what? Yes, Mark.
Yeah, I was buzzing to have you, because I remember in the show that I was in the series I was in, and you had Jake Wood, and I was like, oh, she is amazing. She's flexible. She jumps around. She flips, tricks. And I was jealous. So when we got that, and then we got to do the salsa, it was just the perfect.
We killed it. But you and Karen were awesome to watch every single week. And I loved you in the final. I really, really, even though you beat me into the final with it, your Roomba with her that you did in the semi-final was so beautiful.
Yeah, Karen was amazing. We got on so well. We got on so well.
You guys did really, really well. But then after you did Strictly, you made a really big move in your life. And you moved to LA. Like, literally other side. How did that happen? That was for the Extra, right? That's the name of the show you're doing.
Yeah, doing Extra. It's an entertainment news show. So I always had this dream in my head since I was young to kind of be in LA and work in LA and kind of crack LA to a point. And I used to love the series, The Entourage. I used to watch it religiously. I used to love The Hills, and that's kind of how Towie came about. And then what happened was, I got this job. It was a Saturday night TV show, primetime for ITV. And I was in the car park at the gym, and the job was mine. I was ready to sign the deal. And this is about three and a half years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And it was what I was waiting for, like a kind of sports entertainment Saturday night show. And on the Friday, I was in the car park of the gym, and I get a text off of a boss at ITV, and they said to me, Mark, look, be proud that we know you're ready for this, this big job, but you're obviously going to be upset that we're giving it to such and such because they are a sports star, and it just makes total sense. And to be fair, if I was the ITV bosses, I would have chose them too, because it made complete sense. The fact that they were going to host an ITV show was great. So I just kind of got a bit disheartened and was like, you know what? I feel like I've hit a pause in my life and my career. I want to go to LA. I want to crack LA.
Yeah, you needed a change. You wanted to do something different.
Yeah, and I needed to make a point almost, like to do something really different and really good. And I was with Michelle actually in the car, and she was like, just go to LA. You should go there and, make it happen. And I basically left my radio show, take me out, everything. I got on a plane, a one-way ticket, and I said, I'm not coming home without a job. And my agent was like, Mark, you're crazy. You're about to leave a radio show you've had for 6 years, a job you've had for 6 years on, ITV2, Take Me Out the Gossip. Like, if you don't get something in LA, which, by the way, most people don't.
No, it's really hard out there, Mark. Yeah.
And then she was like, if you don't do it, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know. So anyway, I went there, and I was walking through Universal Studios, the theme park, and they were filming Extra outside. And his son, Mario Lopez, was the host. And I ring up my American agent. I'm like, I want that job. I want to work with Mario, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Mark, you're not going to have that job. It's one male, 2 women. That's the way it's worked for 10 years. I was like, trust me, get me a meeting. I'm going to do it. So he gets me a meeting. I get in the room, and she's like, and this woman called Lisa, this lady, my friend actually, Lisa G, she's like a real hardcore boss. Like, she's scary, but she's also an amazing person. And she goes, by the way, Mark, before you sit down, I have thousands of people wanting to meet me every week for this job. It's a double Emmy award winning show. It's been on for 25 years. I've only taken this meeting because I like your agent. Why do you
pressure.
Exactly. Why do you think I should give you this job? So I stand up, I give her this big pitch, and my end line was, if you give me this job, the only regret you're going to have is that you didn't do it sooner. And she went, whoa, that's bullshit. So she said to me, if you get me a big interview, do it well, and like do a one-off thing,
that's
then
what
I'll
your
think
agent
about.
Said to you.
Pardon?
Your agent said to you.
No, the boss of the show.
Oh, the boss. Okay.
He said, I said to her, just give me a shot. And she goes, I'll give you a shot. If you get a big interview, you interview this person, do it well, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm trying to get this quick so I don't bore you. So
you're not boring me. I'm like, okay. I love stories.
Okay, so I leave the room. I go to my hotel room in LA, and I am like, I am not leaving LA and going home until I get an interview with a big star and make it good. So I ring up some English stars who are big over there. Didn't come off. And then I managed to get Niall Horan, one of my good friends from One Direction, and he did this interview with me, like a big piece. I went behind the set of his kind of show, his music video. Amazing interview. She loved it. Anyway, I was about to get on a flight to go home, and I thought it was just going to be this one kind of cameo on this big show. And my boss rings me. I'm sat on the plane. I'm in my plane seat. The bag is under the plane. My friend is with me. And she rings me up. She goes, Mark, we've got a big interview with James Corden. We need you to do it. Where are you? And I went, oh, I'm flying home. I'm on a plane. And she goes, oh, okay, no problem. I get it. I was like, no, don't worry. Just, I'll ring you back. I said to my friend,
look. She called the plane.
So I said to my friend, like, this is life check. The doors were still open. People were still getting on, but I was in my seat. And I just made this rash decision. I was like, I'm getting off the plane. And I sent him home with my bag. I canceled some jobs that I was flying home for. Went back to LA, checked back into a hotel, did this interview the next day. And she was really proud of the fact that I wanted it that bad. And then I went back home about 2 weeks later because nothing really happened. And about a week before their new season started, I had seen that one of their main hosts had left the show and gone to take a big sports show on Fox. And I was like, oh, I'm laying in bed, 11:30 at night here at home. Ring up my American agent. I was like, I'm coming. I drive to Heathrow that night, park in the car park with a rucksack, wait in the airport until I can get on the next flight. I get on the flight, fly to LA, go on their office, no meeting planned, knock on the door, and I say, I know what's happened. I know you're looking for someone else. I know you're looking for another female. I want this job. You've got to give me this job. I'm not leaving until you give me this job. And then she just said to me, what are you doing Tuesday? And I was like, well, I'll be back in England because I've got work. She said, well, you better cancel that. Be here for the title shots of the show. I've just signed you on a 5-year deal. And that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of, it was a moment I'll always remember.
Going for it. Like, that is like, no matter what, you had this thing with this job, you were going to get it no matter what. But I feel like that is so you, though. That is such a you thing. When you want something, that's it. It's like, that's it. You're going for it. And you're going to get it no matter what.
100%.
Amazing story. And how long, I mean, are you still working with them? Do you still go back to supports a little bit, or what's going on?
Yeah, so I was back there. I was back there for a month a little while ago. I got out on my 5-year deal. It was a bit of a commotion with the bosses. You know, she was like, "I've given you this chance. You've only done 2 years," and I was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't anticipate how much I'd miss England and the people and whatever else." So I finally there was lawyers involved. It was a bit messy at one point, and she allowed me out of the deal. She understood it was coming from a personal point of view.
Yeah.
Got out of the deal, and I've managed to keep a great relationship with them, that when one of their hosts takes like holiday or a month off, I go back and replace them as a co-host, which is the dream come true because I'm living in England, but then also being back there.
You get the best of both worlds. You get to be home, but you get to go to LA every now and then and do what you wanted to do. And
exactly.
you interview some, I mean, I've seen your pictures of the people you've interviewed when you were working on that show. Who was, would you say, one of the people that you were the most like excited to chat with when you did it?
I just want to say before I answer that, because I can see so many comments underneath saying that's so inspiring, well done, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What I would say with that, guys, everything was against me. Everybody told me it's not going to happen.
Even the boss didn't want you.
Yeah, exactly. Even the press was saying, Mark Wright thinks he's going to crack LA. Good luck, good luck. If you put your mind to it and you work and you show enough that you want it and you do everything possible to get it, you will get it. It's simple. You can't not get it. If you want it that bad, the way I believe, if you want something that bad, you'll get it eventually. It might take 6 weeks, it might take 6 months or 6 years, but you'll get it.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
But you did. You got it.
Yeah.
I think that's really good advice as well, because sometimes it's so easy to give up. It doesn't work out the first time. It doesn't work out. Even like for me personally, when I did my first year of So You Think You Can Dance, a lot of people don't know that. I auditioned for season 4 of So You Think You Can Dance in the USA. I got all the way to the final round of the top like couple, like I think it was like 40 dancers, and then they picked the top 20 that actually go on and do the TV show. And I didn't get selected.
Oh wow!
And I came back the following year, and then the following year they came in and they took me, and I showed up, and the guy was like, "But last year," I said, "I don't care. I want to be on this show so bad."
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Persistence. If you persist and you work hard and you try hard, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right with that advice. But then, yeah, you were just about to say who's been the most like exciting person you've interviewed in your time over there?
The one I wanted to interview was Denzel Washington, and I got that twice, which was amazing.
Not once. I love that. I got that twice.
Yeah, well, I mean, I say that because I got it, like I was fighting for it for so long, and I got it, and then It happened a second time accidentally. But then who did I get on with the... Do you know what? Like, obviously, I love all the big stars, and, you know, Channing Tatum was amazing, such a nice guy, and Tom Cruise, nicest guy ever. But what really surprised me, and I shouldn't say this because it's, you know, it's me stereotyping people, which I shouldn't do, and I hate that people when people stereotype people. But what really really stood out for me was the Kardashians. So I interviewed Kim Kardashian in her friend's house. And it was like, nobody, was just her and her friends. And we was there, we had a setup, and she was out with her friends having a drink. And we were in the room setting up with our cameras. And she came in early to the room. And obviously you expect stars like that to be really high maintenance and have all their team with them. She came in early, and my producer was really like, oh shit, Kim, we're so sorry, we're not set up yet. She was like, that's all right, I'll just sit down and chat, it's all good. And she sat down next to me and just was asking me about my life and where I'm from, and just genuinely having a chat. And she was just so sweet. And then I interviewed Khloe Kardashian, who was also amazingly sweet. Then I interviewed their mum, and they're just really nice, down-to-earth people.
Yeah, and you do, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? The perspective that people have on that family is that it's all big and fake and done up and this and that, but I guess not. No,
not at all. They was, I mean, they're glamorous and they're high maintenance in some ways, but they was just so nice and so kind.
Amazing, Mark. Well, I'm so impressed with that story. I didn't know the lengths you went through to get that job on Extra. That's honestly so admirable that you didn't give up and you just kept coming back.
I won't give it up for shit. If I gave up, I would have been failing myself, and also I couldn't, because I quit all my jobs back in England. So I just would have come home and been like, what am I going to do now? So it was just
of course,
it would have been stupid.
And then after I want to talk a little bit about now. Is The Bachelor UK? How is that going? Is it coming back? Are you doing it again? Was it a one-off?
I don't know yet. I don't know. With everything that's going on, it's definitely not going to be happening now. I love doing that show. It was amazing. Like, one of the best shows I've ever done, actually, in terms of like fun. I was living in South Africa for a month. Then I went to Antigua, the Caribbean. It was amazing. So I love doing that show. If it comes back, it's great. If not, I'll always remember it, you know?
Yeah, I do like The Bachelor. I think it's a great TV show, actually. It does really well in the USA.
Yeah,
is this the first time you bring it here to the UK?
No, I think it's the third, you know. It didn't work the first two times. Yeah, some reason people don't take to it as well here. But in America, it's the biggest show on TV.
It's like massive in the USA.
Yeah.
And they love it over there. And so what's next for you after isolation? Do you have any big projects, something you can tell me about that's coming up that you're really looking forward to?
Well, so at the moment, obviously, it's hard because things are on hold. But I've got the radio show that I do Monday to Thursday, 7 till 10, and Sunday afternoons, 12 till 4, on Heart, which is great. I've decided to launch a fitness website that I'm going to launch next week, but all in aid of the NHS. So people sign up to do these, you know, take this fitness plan on for 6 weeks that can change someone's life. But it's not even expensive to sign up. The price will be named next week. I think it's like £10, but all the money for people that sign up will go to the NHS. So at the moment, I just feel like you're doing here with these lives and keeping people entertained. I just kind of want to do things I just want to help everyone right now, because you know, we're okay and there's less fortunate people in the world than us. So at the moment, it's just basically carrying on doing my radio show, keeping people smiling, playing them good tunes, talking about positive things, and kind of just getting through.
And doing your workouts.
Yes, exactly. Doing my workouts and letting people.
That is going so well. It looks like loads of people are tuning in to do it with you guys.
When are you going to do one?
Whatever. What are you doing? You're doing one this week. It's a woman's one this week.
I'm doing an all-female week next week. If you want to be in, I'll add you to the list.
Let's do it. I need one.
Done.
I've been doing loads of like ballet and stretching, but I need to sweat.
All right, I'll add you in for sure, 100%.
What kind of? I don't have any equipment though.
No, you don't need no equipment. You can do it in your living room, in your garden, on your balcony, easy. It's
just my mat. I just need a mat, and that's it.
Yeah, that is literally it. You don't even need a mat if you haven't got one.
Okay,
but a mat
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Okay,
let's go to town.
Let's do it.
Let's
do it. I don't do workouts like that. I watch them and I'm always getting a bit like, I want to give it a go.
Yeah, no, it'll be great.
So do you lead it? Do you lead the training sessions with everybody that comes on and does them with you?
Do I what, sorry?
Do you lead the session?
Yeah. So it's like a 20 to 30 minute hit session. Real big calorie burner, 500 to 600 calories in 20 to 25 minutes. Really fun, changing every 30 seconds or a minute. It's great. So yeah,
I'm
want
in. Let's do it. Just let me know what day. I want to see if anybody has any questions for you, and then I'll let you go, Mark, so you can enjoy the rest of your night. Where is Benji? Is that the name of the dog?
No, Benji's one of my friends, stroke agents.
What's your dog's name? I don't know your dog's name.
The little one's called. She's there. Can you see her? Hang on.
Yeah.
Pippi. Pippi.
Oh, she's so cute. Ali, I really want to get a dog, but we're thinking maybe not. We can't.
Yeah.
Not with our schedule. All right, let me see, guys. Any questions for Mark before I let him go?
There's loads of questions about Michelle here. Where's Michelle? Can Michelle say hi? So she's in the kitchen at the moment, cooking us a nice meal.
You can scroll the questions up and down, can't you, Mark?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and pick one, so they can feel like they've joined in on our chat.
Ask Mark how Arj is doing. Arj is doing good. He's doing good. He's cracking away. He's doing good. I'm sure he'll come out soon and tell you how he's doing. What football team do I support? I support West Ham United.
West Ham.
Thank you for all the workouts. No worries, Alex. Thanks for joining in. When are you going blonde? People are asking me about Paddy McGuinness. He did a challenge on Instagram telling me I've got to dye my hair blonde. He's done his blonde.
Are you going to do it? What? You know what? You would look really good in silver. Have you thought about silver?
Well, he wants me to bleach. The challenge is I've got to bleach my hair, but I don't know if I want to do it.
But if you're ever going to try it, this is the time to try it.
Yeah, maybe.
If you ever want to see what you're going to look like as a silver fox someday.
Yeah, that's a good point. I might do it because I don't like backing out on a challenge. So they keep asking, where's Michelle? Michelle's in the kitchen cooking.
Are you guys cooking together? Does she do the cooking? How does that work in the house?
I sometimes try and help, like as a sous chef, but she's such a good cook.
Is she?
That she's such a good cook that I try not to
get involved.
Try not to stand on her toes.
I am not a good cook, and I've been trying to learn slowly to get better in the kitchen in isolation. At the moment, the best thing I have made is oatmeal banana pancakes.
Right, okay.
Which is not even really a meal.
Send me that recipe right now. That sounds amazing.
It's really good, actually. Really, really good. But I'm working on the cooking side. I love cleaning. I'm an amazing person cleaning and organizing.
So we're having tonight, because I can see. Yeah, I can tell you're good at cleaning because I've been to your
You've been over.
I've been to your apartment. It's the most beautiful apartment ever.
Thanks.
No,
I love your house. Oh.
Yeah, it's nice. So Michelle's cooking tonight tapas. She loves doing Spanish food. She's got Spanish food.
I love tapas.
She's the best prawn gambas pil cook ever.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Are you gonna have some red wine with it as well?
Yeah, a bit of red wine, some prawn pil, garlic bread, camembert cheese to dunk that in. I can't remember what else.
That sounds amazing.
What, babe? Salad. What else? Chicken. Oh, breaded chicken she's made as well.
She's spoiling you. You're going to be the king of the castle tonight.
That is one thing. I get spoiled with food. My wife is an amazing cook.
Well, I know she can hear me, so I'm just going to scream, hi, Michelle.
Michelle?
Hi. We need to get Michelle on Strictly. That's the next move now.
Yeah, everybody asks it. Michelle, you wouldn't do Strictly, would you? You'd be too scared.
No. She can dance with Alia.
Michelle's very shy. Like, so for an example, if I was to turn this FaceTime, this Instagram like she would never do a home workout with me. She wouldn't do a workout with herself on Instagram Live. She's quite shy with stuff like that. She's quite.
But she's an incredible actress, and she's absolutely beautiful. So you don't need to. Yeah.
So
right,
sick.
Mark. I'm gonna let you go.
She said, "Oh, tell me, Janette, thank you."
Enjoy your tapas, enjoy your wine, and thank you so much for coming on and talking. And honestly, for being so really inspiring. The whole story of your career and your life hasn't just happened to you. You've really worked hard for everything that you've achieved, and that's so admirable. It's so awesome.
Thank you so much, Janette, and you too. Look where you've come. You've moved countries. You've left your family to succeed in what you want to do, and you're at the top of your game. You're amazing.
Love you, Marky Mark.
Love you too, darling. See you later. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Lots of love. Bye.